Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another weekly perfume rotation. I know this is a day late, technically. I uploaded the last one on Monday, and I'm uploading this one on Tuesday. Don't be too angry at me. I'm trying to run two YouTube channels at once. It's trying to undertake running two channels on top of streaming is like it's a lot, but I'm trying to stay consistent with it. Um, this has been a weird week, guys. I sold two perfumes that I wore this week. I put them on. I said, this is not what I wanted. And I sold them. And they have a very unique connection between each other. We'll talk about that a little later. Also, this channel has made me realize my camera is shit. So I got a new camera on the way. I'm not going to bother trying to hold the bottles up to the camera in this video. The camera just doesn't focus. And honestly, it's terrible. So that's why, don't worry. This will all be fixed. I got a new camera on the way. It's going to be great. Now, starting off on, what did I do? What was it? Starting off on the first day. I wore actually the fragrance that has stayed in my collection the longest. I bought this, I think 2 years ago at this point, and it is Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum. Okay, the new camera, I'll be able to hold up the bottle. Don't worry, but it looks like this. I'll put a links in the description and all that. Oh my god, the reason why this has survived in the collection, and I use the word survive very deliberately, is because it's just that damn good. This is the 2017 version. It originally released, I think, in 2012. That version had Myrrhe, and then in 2017 they reformulated it and they put elemi resin. The two versions are definitely different in smell. This one is great. I've never smelled the 2012 version. This is a classy, classically masculine perfume. Of course, based on, or I guess, using the name of the very famous Eau Sauvage, not to be confused with Dior Sauvage, the blue fragrance, the bro frag. This was, I think, made by, was it Brunitska for Dior? People in the comment section that are nerds about Dior, you can let me know. But this version was made by Francois Demachet, and this is so good. I mean, there's lavender, there's this elemi resin that's sort of this lemony resin that changes the entire consistency of the perfume. It gives it this like smooth, just so smooth nature. Um, so suave, but so elegant, so classy. It's just a beautiful perfume, okay? And it's won me over every single time I've worn it. Never even considered getting rid of it, unlike two perfumes in this video. Which I think I'll cover next. So, okay. The day after I wore Eau Sauvage Parfum, I put on a very famous perfume, Chanel Cuir de Russie. Um, Chanel Cuir de Russie, part of their Les Exclusifs collection, so it's the exclusive line, kind of hard to sample, but Cuir de Russie has been around, I think, since the 20s, like 1920s. It's a very elegant, classic birch tar leather floral thing. It's basically a French soapy floral leather. Guys, it just didn't do it for me. The modern stuff is apparently not that good. I only found this out recently, and I don't know if I'm biased, but I wore it. It was nice. It's definitely like that Rolls Royce sort of leather feel, very elegant, very French. I mean, you can just tell the shit is French. Um, but I was not impressed. I wasn't, and I tried to give it a chance. I gave it multiple wears, multiple chances. I of course wore Cuir de Russie before this video, but I don't know. That was the last. That was the last nail in the coffin for it. The last time I wore it, man. It was nice. It was subtle. It was elegant, but I was wearing it going, "Do I really care? Like, do I really care?" And the answer was no. And yeah, I got rid of it. It actually it sold to someone else in I think 20 seconds. I'm not even exaggerating. I put it up for sale, gone. So that's great. I love when that happens. Um, and after I wore Cuir de Russie, I wore another floral leather because I don't know. I just wanted to see if there's something with me and floral leathers that was just not clicking. And guess what? That one didn't click either. And the new floral leather in question is Parfum d'Empire not Cuir de Russie, Parfum d'Empire Cuir Ottoman. It's a completely different fragrance. Cuir de Russie and Cuir Ottoman don't really have much in common. except the fact they're both floral leather fragrance. Okay. Totally different types of florals, totally different types of leather feel. Cuir Ottoman is this iris leather combination. So you have this like slightly powdery, um, not really earthy, but more smooth, buttery iris juxtaposed against this, I would say, fairly soapy, fairly, not very cragged, not very crackly leather feel. Um, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. There's something with me being, I guess I have a personal vendetta against floral leathers. So that went out the door. And then, I said, God, these leather perfumes are really letting me down. Let me break out the one and only. Okay. The one and only, the one that will never let me down, Chanel Antaeus. Okay. Listen, there's a reason why this fragrance is almost mythical in the fragrance community. It's because it's that good, guys. It's because it's that good, and it's that good in any version, okay? The vintage is better, quote unquote, but it's just dirtier. It's more true to the original feel. The modern is still absolutely phenomenal in all regards. I get good performance. It's so elegant. Um, this comes off as God, it just comes off to me as like big boss energy, you know? It's such a masculine powerhouse fragrance. This was released in I think 1981, and it is definitely an 80s style fragrance. It is a chypre. It's got this sort of herbal feel in the opening, all the spices, got this floral heart. There's a beautiful rose note in it. And then you get that leathery castoreum oak moss thing that is, it's just timeless. You can't beat it, dude. That's why Antaeus has the reputation that it does. That's why it's in so many people's collections. That's why Chanel continues to produce it. It's just one of the best. So that didn't disappoint me. So that there we go. And then I wore something brand new to the collection, something I've been waiting to buy ever since I learned about it. This is Serge Lutens La Myrrhe. They come in these bell jars. There's a cute little jar that looks like a bell. Okay. Technical terms here, guys, only on this channel. You have to decant them. They don't have any sprayers, so you have to get a sprayer yourself. Serge Lutens. I'm gonna bitch at Serge Lutens. These cost $347 on your website. Give us an atomizer. What are you doing? Give us an atomizer. Thank you, Serge Lutens. What the fuck? Okay, anyway, with that being said, this is one of the most impressive smells I've come across recently. This has blown me away entirely. This has been a revelation. Where do I even begin with this fragrance? So I'm still getting to know it. I've worn it twice. This is sort of this is a perfume of contrast. Okay. You have ice cold, carbonated, fizzy aldehydes against a beautiful red hot, spicy, resinous myrrhe. And there's obviously more stuff going on, but it is a hot and cold contrast fragrance, which makes it super interesting. And it's about as large as you can get that hot and cold contrast. The opening of this fragrance is just invigorating. It is just absolutely uplifting and happy and bubbly and fizzy. It literally feels like you're swimming in like a carbonated pool. It's incredible. Like, I don't know if I'm just weird. I just like these like soapy aldehydic smells, but it is amazing. And then it's accompanied by some sort of nondescript spice. I can't really tell what it is. Looking on Fragrantica, it lists pepper, but on Parfumo, it doesn't list anything. I mean, it might list like carrot seed or something weird, but that's like powdery. So I don't know. There's some sort of nondescript spice I can't quite put my finger on, but it's this peppery, soapy aldehyde explosion. Florals. I think I pick up a little bit of jasmine and just other nondescript florals. Again, I'm sort of getting to know it. But then once you get all the way down to the dry down, it dries down to this like it does smell like a red resinous slightly spicy but smooth myrrhe, and it is just like it's such a transitional wear. It's such a fun wear. You can wear this in any season. Like this is fresh enough to be worn in summer, but it's strong enough where I think you could wear this in winter as well. It is not a shy fragrance. The longevity is very, very strong. Overall, I'm extremely impressed. Um, I saw some people saying, "Oh, the new version sucks. Don't buy the new version." I don't know what those people are talking about. If the vintage is better than this, I don't even know what to say. Like I don't know how this could be better. It's I'm very happy with this version. It's amazing, as you can probably tell. I'm singing it, very high praises, only wearing it twice. Yeah, it is one of the most unique smells I've ever come across. Um, being into fragrances in general. So that's Serge Lutens' Lemire. That was an awesome, awesome discovery. The last two perfumes I wore are both from Amouage. First one is Amouage Journey Man. Call this the Iron Man bottle. This is a new to me fragrance. I've heard a lot of people talk about this. This, in my opinion, is the best representation I've come across of hot spicy, true hot spicy. You always hear people refer to something as like fresh spicy, warm spicy, but this is basically the color of the bottle, okay? It has that Sichuan pepper, along with I think other pepper in here, and it does smell hot. It does seem like it's burning. But it's amazing. It's not too overbearing, in my opinion. It's combined with this tobacco-y citrus thing to my nose. It kind of gives you something else to focus on, other than the fact that it's really spicy. And then you can't really ignore the cypriol in this fragrance. Cypriol is a note that's kind of notorious for a lot of people. I know a lot of people hate it. A lot of people seem to really enjoy it. I think the most notorious cypriol perfume is Frederick Mall Promise. I might be no, it's definitely Promise. Cypriol to me comes across as like a very aggressive, woody, earthy, spicy sort of thing. I don't really have much experience with the note in particular, but based on what people describe it as and what I smell in this, that's how I identify that sort of smell within the whole composition that is Journeyman. But basically, this is a hot, spicy, slightly citrusy, fresher than you think. Great all year round wear. I really enjoy Journeyman. And the last perfume I wore this week, and what a wear this was. This is Amouage Reflection 45. Okay. Why did they call it Reflection, guys? I don't understand. So, Reflection Man, the original, not this version, is a lot of people's entry point into Amouage as a brand because it's very easygoing. It's very likable. It's familiar, I think, to people that haven't really encountered more Middle Eastern brands, which Amouage is from Oman, for people that don't know. Reflection Man for me, the original, I've owned it twice and I've gotten rid of it twice. Um, the original for me doesn't really last that long, and it's a little bit too sweet. And the extrait, Reflection 45, makes it way more interesting, makes it last way longer. And for me, for my needs, it fixes the issues of the original. Um, in Reflection 45, you get a more amped up iris herbal experience. And it's less sweet. It lasts way longer, but it doesn't project as much. It doesn't like shoot off your skin and project in the heat as much. It's so smooth. I get this orris butter smoothness. I get a bit of lavender edge. I get this like I still get the florals. The jasmine is still very, very present in here, but they definitely have toned the sweetness down to my nose. And the wear experience is just a little bit more well tailored and interesting throughout the entire day. So that is my week in perfume. Hopefully, next week I have a little bit of a better time not selling a bunch of stuff. And if you enjoy the channel, if you want to keep up to date, I will try to keep the videos as consistent as I can. If shit hits the fan with the other channel that I run, that takes precedent because this is more of like a hobby thing where I share my experiences. And The main channel is like the main channel for a reason. So if you enjoy the videos, be sure to sub, hit the like button, hype the video, and check out all the channels I have linked in the description if you guys want more enthusiast fragrance content. And I want to address one thing. I saw some people say like, "Oh, I didn't know Enders was an expert in fragrance." No, let me put an end to that. Okay, I'd never claim to be, an expert in any regard. I don't want to come off that way. I'm giving you my experience with my collection, and I just want to share it with people, and I hope people enjoy. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.